This is 106.1 KYVZ. Joe Vyzourek visiting now with meteorologist Chris Sramek at Decision Weather and Atwood, as well as America's Weather Streaming Channel. Chris, kind of a frosty start to the day.
We got to have this warm-up. We've kind of been talking about coming over the weekend and for next week, and it's going to be a big warm-up. It will actually go about an 80-degree swing from what we saw on the 15th when we broke that record with that minus 18 reading over at Reggie's thermometer, and then now we're going to climb all the way into the lower to mid 60s as we head into the first part of next week. And then out there this morning, again, for the fifth day in a row, we've got this frosty, drizzly, foggy stuff hanging around, and that is extending all the way to Kansas City, St. Louis, north of that, northward across the plains from Amarillo all the way to Aberdeen, South Dakota, and eventually into northern Indiana and southern Wisconsin. So that is a large area, fog and this light precipitation with those temperatures anywhere from 30 to 35 degrees. So it's been a dreary week. It's going to continue. And we got this last low pressure system that's now forming in the Lubbock, Texas area. It's brought moisture up into, we're starting to see some rain showers, a little mix of snow down there on the Oklahoma-Colorado border. That is going to develop into rain, move through southwestern Kansas, southern Kansas, and through Oklahoma, the southeastern states for the overnight into tomorrow, going up into the Appalachians in the mid-Atlantic and northeast. That's going to bring excessive rainfall down there to the south. Another 2 inches of rainfall is possible. They've seen that all week. As we've seen 5 days of this fog, they've got 5 days of rain down there. So when you're looking at your big picture agriculture maps and all that, that is an area that needs the rain. It's brought precipitation all the way up through the Midwest, up through the Mid-Atlantic, and we'll see what those drought monitor, if we see any improvement with those more long range. For us locally, we have seen some improvement, about a category improvement. Most of that's been down on the Smoky and the south parts and not so much to the north where we didn't get as much snowfall here since the first of the year. So that's kind of our weather pattern set up going into the weekend. We got that ground, nice warm up next week. And then, we started talking before we came on there that there is maybe some changes later on in the month of February.
Kind of an active weather pattern shaping up later on in the month.
Yeah, it does look like that. We were talking about polar air that came down, and this, we got this 80-degree swing we're talking about now. We could be going back to, that polar air has now circulated itself back up to the Arctic where it belongs. It's in Alaska right now where they're having record cold. We got a storm system that looks like right after the Groundhog sees or doesn't see a shadow Friday morning. We got a system that could bring some rain or snow next weekend. The following weekend, and what those systems do coming out of the Pacific is that polar air starts dropping back over Canada, and then we'll have to wait and see. But if those systems pull it further south, we could have that Arctic air back over the center parts, or at least the northern plains, Valentine's Day to that third week of February.
Chris, we've been talking over the last couple of days about the promotion going on with America's Weather Streaming Channel.
Yeah, America's Weather Streaming Channel is Decision Weather has joined a group of meteorologists across the country. We're doing it on a mission to do people like for weather information. They're busy every day. They got so much on their plate. They don't really have time, other than to get a quick forecast. And we're developing a product that's live, and it's not a phone app or artificial intelligence coming off the weather models. We're actually looking at it, putting a forecast together early in the morning. You'll have it first thing in the morning, either by email, text. We got a phone app that'll coordinate a lot of that communication. And then we're also going to be developing a live product that's streaming, again, the name America Weather Streaming Channel, which will be starting out on YouTube, and that'll have information from across the country, all of our regional meteorologists working in their communities and putting their forecasts there on YouTube. And then we'll hire a meteorologist that'll do severe weather across the country, and then we'll add our local reports into that as it streams live there on YouTube. So that's where we're going, but we're starting out here, kind of small. We want to do a free trial here on Groundhog Day, since that is kind of National Weatherman's Day, where you can try the service. Again, that's mostly the YouTube channel. You can go there and just subscribe and follow, and then that by subscribing, that gets into your feed. And then as we post these WeatherTalk videos each day, we paint a big picture covering a lot of information in our quick 5 minutes here. Well, you'll have that access to that on the YouTube channel, and then any other weather information, long range agricultural, and that. And then our subscribing customers, can call us, talk to us, and have that first thing every morning. So we're going to do a free trial for all that package here at the Groundhog Day. We'd like to catch those first 2 winter storms, let you see how that works and get you prepared for those storms. And then heading into the spring, we'll be talking about severe weather.
Chris, if people would like to sign up, what's the website they need to visit to do so?
Okay, for the YouTube channel, the live product, each state we have a Facebook page, so you can follow us or like it on Facebook. You'll get basic highlights there and kind of like the maps that the Weather Service sends out with the basic stuff. And then if you want the videos and the YouTube channel, get in the feed where that's coming into your cell phone. You go to myweathernow.com, and for the paid service subscription and the promo for the free 2 weeks, you can set yourself up in americasweathersc.com.
That's meteorologist Chris Sramek at Decision Weather and Atwood, along with America's Weather Streaming Channel. For KYVZ, I'm Joe Vyzourek.